Hello there, I'm in Sheffield and I'm with Aisha, Sara and Moona. Hello there.
Hi.
Hello. Now then, I have just spoken to these ladies because I saw them talking and they look very powerful, they look absolutely fantastic, and I'm dying to find out if you have any role models, what you think about the role of women today, or anything that you'd like to share. So it's Moona, I'm right there. Yeah, Moona. So you were the person that I saw speaking, and you speak very elegantly, so I'm really excited to know what you've got to say. Do you have any role models at all?
Yeah, so my role model would definitely be my mum.
Yeah.
So my mum came here in '91 as a refugee.
Oh my God, where from?
She came Somalia. So
Wow.
she came on her own with 6 children, and I was the 7th. So I was the baby that arrived with her.
Wow.
And she came on her own. She built a life here on her own. She worked 3 jobs. She pushed for me to go to education through after-school clubs, use all the resources and money that she had to be able to get me through, and it's because of her that I have a PhD now and I work at the university.
Oh wow!
So she's definitely my role model.
Wow, I'm so in awe of that. So I'd love to speak to your mother. Actually, I want to speak to your mother.
If she was here, she would talk you.
Wow. That's fantastic, and it's Aisha.
Yeah.
Well, I'm doing very well. Aisha, are you from the same place?
Yeah, Somalia as well. So we moved here in '98 with my mum. Similar story.
Yeah.
6. I was the youngest, and I moved in when I was 6 years old. So for my mum, it's always been education. That's instilled in all of us, which has meant that 6 of us have managed to get ourselves through uni, where we be a statistic that says we should fail. But thankfully, my mum's pushing us, and she did come here as a single mother as well.
Yeah.
So through her, I think a lot of the values and morals that I have just come from her, and still do come from her.
Wow.
You never stop learning from her.
Right, so you're a very strong woman then, just because.
100%. Well, I'm not half the woman that she is.
I bet you are.
Yeah, no, with her help and just her guidance, I think this has probably made me quite outspoken, opinionated, maybe in places where I shouldn't be, but it's good to
that's
be,
fantastic.
It's good to be disruptive
You're very
sometimes.
confident ladies.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. And Sara? Hello, Sara.
Hiya. I would have to go with my mother as well, but I think with me it's a different story in the sense where my mum brought me, my sister and my 2 younger aunties, but my mother raised my 2 younger aunties when she was back home in Somaliland as well. But for me it was her stories, because my mum passed away when I was 4 years old in childbirth, so I think it's her stories of how powerful she was that kind of motivated me to always want to strive to do good and always to be powerful and be a strong woman, just to be like an inch of what she was.
Wow.
As well. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. So I'm sort of like thinking about women today, and I know that you're young and I'm quite old, so I'm quite interested to know. I mean, obviously, I know that you're all very educated, which is fantastic. What do you think about sort of like what women can do today? What are they? Do you think you've got more chance than I had? Because I must be 30 odd years older than you. So do you have better chances, do you think, than me now?
I think we definitely do. Things have progressed hugely in the sense that we see women who look like us in positions of power. Now, we don't see nearly enough, so more needs to be done.
Yeah.
But because we see people who have gone and done things beyond what we could do,
yes,
there's something to aspire towards, and I think that's something that generations before us didn't have.
Yeah.
So I think there's definitely potential for us to do.
Yeah.
I think also they push for gender equality is such a massive thing. And
yeah.
Feminism isn't just being naked; it's about women dressing how they want, women speaking how they want.
Yes.
So because sort of the way that feminism is viewed is so different now.
Yeah.
It's more inclusive for all women in a sense. I think that's been something that's.
So it's like more teamwork really now, isn't it?
It's about just everyone getting together.
Just not about politics.
Yeah.
No. And it's just like seeing women who inspire younger girls. I think that's something that inspires me, is seeing women who are doctors, who are architects, who are doing different types of jobs, who are inspiring young women to be like, this is a different career path that you can take. It's not just a field of like software engineers and stuff. It isn't just a man's world. It can be a woman's world, and we can do it better.
So what are you all going to be then? I know that you're educated, but I don't know what in. So what is it then that you're going to be?
So I am a youth worker. So I do youth work and I work for Citizens Advice as well.
I've done both those things.
So I don't know. I think that's a question I keep asking myself. It's like, where do I actually want to end up going? I know I always want to work with young people and inspire young people and make sure that they reach their full potential, because I think they are the forgotten ones in so many sense, that so many things are done to them, but instead of with them. So I would want to stay in the world where I'm helping them speak their voices and make sure that they're definitely heard. That's for sure.
Fantastic.
Well, I'm a school teacher at the moment in secondary school.
Wow.
So for me, it's always been...
You're inspiring as well. You're inspiring young people.
Yeah, it is a very tough job, but I think from when I was in school, I didn't have a teacher that looked like me.
No.
And I work in a school with a lot of girls that look like me, and it's nice to actually, for them to start changing what they want to do. I work with quite a few little girls that'll say, I don't know what I want to do, I'll probably just get married. And them thinking, well, no,
actually,
you're still really young, there's a lot more that you can do. Marriage can come a lot later. Let's think about what you can do for yourself and building yourself. I said to them that you don't want to rely on a man, you want to be sort of, you want to be on the same level as him, where you can also provide for yourself. You don't have to rely on anyone, you are your own breadwinner.
You're building powerful women of the future, I can see there. Moona.
So I'm an educational consultant and researcher, and I do a lot of work with schools, colleges and universities that focus specifically around supporting ethnic minority young people to stay within the education system.
So you were all inspiring younger people. Is that because of what you, because you've all been through quite, I mean, you've been through a hell of a lot. Is that what it is? You want
Absolutely. I think we often talk about the fact that we have a responsibility.
Yeah, you do.
To
Yeah.
take the way forward, because we've achieved things only because of people before us who have done things to aspire us as well. And we are in a position now where we're fortunate enough to be able to look at the younger generation and say, we've made it through the education system.
Yeah.
You can too.
That's well. Thank you very much.
Might have been tougher because you're black.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I
would have thought so.
Definitely being told in school. I remember through a careers advisor, I said I wanted to be a physiotherapist. She said, "Well, you're having a laugh. You need to aim. A lot of girls from your ethnic background are really good at hair and makeup. You should go ahead and do that." I went home and told my mum, and she was livid. Like, what are you talking about? It's not what you're gonna do. And it's when I started thinking, well, actually, if I got myself into school, I could probably combat some of these stereotypes that young girls are facing.
And I think we've got multiple barriers as well, because we're women, we're black, and we're visibly Muslim because of the fact that we dress and we wear the
Visual
hijab.
thing.
So we've got a lot of obstacles that we need to
You're bringing them down, aren't you?
Absolutely.
You're pioneers, aren't you? You really are.
Absolutely. And I think
They're
more
still
than,
holding
more than
on to your identity.
Absolutely. And more than anything, I think it's young women who look like us that we really want to inspire and say, you don't need to compromise yourself in order to succeed.
I can remember being put into a group in school where I was taken to meet teenage pregnant mothers, because this is what they thought the path I was going to go down, and it's just like, okay then. And it was like to go and see prisons, it was going to see all these different kind of stuff, because if I was going to get excluded, and I was like, okay then. And it didn't take me until after I left school to realise why I was put into those groups. And it's like, you have no idea of my background, you have no idea of what kind of family I was in for you to be putting me in such groups, because it was like, that's far from what my society and what my family are to be aiming for that. And I was just like, wow. And I think it's things like that makes me be like, I want to work with young people so they're not stereotyped into a sense where this is the route you're going to go down to, so I'm going to show you the route you're going to go down to so you can stay away from it. It's about, how about I show you what you can become and inspire you to become.
So is there because I'm sort of in the media, right, that there's a big, I mean, to be honest with you, they're all pretty white people, aren't they, in the media. What do we need to do to sort of fight and actually get it to reflect reality?
Stop having people saying, so for instance, what rings to mind is Piers Morgan doing that interview on that Stop Knife Crime, where he was like, it is predominantly black on black killing each other. And it's like, first of all, how about we get the facts out right? And it's just, it isn't black on black killing people. That isn't the major young people who are dying. So we need to portray what is actually happening for young people, not to be like, oh well, if that's what you think of me, that's what I'm gonna end up being. So it's, first of all, get your facts right, and don't talk about stuff that doesn't concern you in such a way.
And they are having like people who are advocates for communities that they don't even represent. So having people like Piers Morgan speaking on we have no place to speak on something when you have no experience maybe over the sort of the toxic masculinity that these boys are going through. But then also for girls, I think we have to also understand why statistically girls do better than boys, and what is it that girls are doing that makes them stand out. And I think there's not a lot of focus on the positive things that young girls are doing. It's almost like everything's so negative. Why don't we start portraying the positive things that girls are doing, so maybe they won't chase fame and being Instagram models and things, and actually smart and beautiful and do all of this rather than chasing fame, because I think that's what young girls are being pushed towards through this like social media in general.
Absolutely. And TV and everything.
Yeah, and things are not going to change at the front of the screen until they change at the back of the screen. So it's about people who are diverse in terms of the production team, who are writing these magazines, who are taking the pictures, as well as who are the models, who are the people that are the presenters. So I think it works both ways.
Yeah.
If you've got the same people that are producing the same materials, then you always get the same results.
Nothing will change, will it? The messages will be the same, won't they?
Exactly. Absolutely.
Yeah, so we need change. Okay. Well, thank you so much. I have really enjoyed. I'm just going to go and say, Julie, say hello, because we heard your voice. So thank you very much. You made my day out in Sheffield wonderful. Thank you so much. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.